Everybody, and welcome back to Jaraci Cup number 17. It's gonna be between Just Carrier and SickIGN. Game isn't ready? I don't know what this means. Anyway, I trust that this is gonna be terrible, but in a good way, because it's SickIGN and it's Just Carrier, so, you know. No surprises there if this one turns out to be a bit silly. It's true, though, we do indeed have a nice text document, supposedly. It's all sideways, what? Okay, SickIGN takes Canyon. And Just Carrier takes College Team. Alright. What's going on here? I can rotate it, can't I? Ah, see? Now you can actually read this. Anyway, so suffice to say, this is Just Carrier's pick here, and SickIGN takes Canyon Outpost for game 2. And hey, Gallant Man, long time no see. Yeah, I'm pretty sure the lower seed is meant to be picking game 1. Airbrush Club's 2 doors down, alright, yeah. We'll see what Just Carrier plans to do. I have a feeling even that would be far too, that would be far too easy. Just going for air rush. Wait, what? He just, like, asked you to pick map 2 or something? Curious. Interesting music, by the way. I feel like I've never heard this one in a multiplayer game. I like it. Yeah, you seem to do a lot of things without consent. It's gonna be AVs for Just Carrier after a 2 base play. Alright, yeah. Done. Wait, that was my wrist. And looks like SickIGN doing just the same. My middle mouse button is not working. What the heck? Both of them retired base runner too. This is a very, very symmetrical game so far, I gotta say. They're even both Savon. Couple soldiers being built to the 3rd now for SickIGN though, and this is I think where things are gonna branch off. Looks like Just Carrier making a few LAVs. He's got carrier production upgrade on the way. And of course his AV fab is a little bit slower, but still he'll be able to get a lot more of them out on the field. Very, very big eco focus here for SickIGN. I mean, if he can get away with it, that's nice, but Just Carrier is no slouch. I have a feeling he's gonna punish. See what happens, though. I mean, you might think, like, well, what's the difference on the field? The difference is that carrier production upgrade, right? SickIGN hasn't even started it, doesn't have the money. I guess now he does. I know, it's gonna start it. But still, it's gonna be a lot later than Just Carrier, since we'll allow him to get some power with those AVs, having just quite a lot more of them than his opponent. Nice position here for the LIV, by the way. Just to find a little spot there where you can shoot the targeting jammer without being inside of its influence. But getting get pushed off by the AVs. This is armor 0 for both sides. I'm sure they'll both start taking those armor ups once they start encountering each other here. And this is gonna be the first fight in mid now. No ups yet. That's very interesting. Yeah, I think these upgrades are very, very impactful against AVs, right? Low damage, high rate of fire. You really like having armor there. There we go, we're gonna have armor 1 teching now for Just Carrier. Looks like he's gonna be covering his flank over here, but he really wants to be doing damage. And he saw the 3rd base, so you can see he's moving right away. Heavy's 2 is on the way, that's gonna be even nicer than just Heavy's 1. But SickIGN is teching it as well, so they're actually going to be pretty much at parity there. Again, though, check the units tab, you can see SickIGN does not have as many See what Just Carrier can do with them. It's really important for him not to lose them for free in that case. But this one's gonna die. This one is moving far too deep as well. This one's going to be killed, I'm sure. Good smoke though. That was actually very nice. Still not enough. I like the attempt there as well. It doesn't quite land it. And yeah, now if you look at the units lost tab, I think that sort of tells the whole story. It's only 2 LAVs that have fallen for Just Carrier. This is not where SickIGN wants it to be, because again, he had less he had less AVs to start with. So if he's trading, 2 for nothing, that's really bad for him. Smoke being put down just to try and stop the AV, but SickIGN gonna try to smoke to keep the SC alive. These guys are in deep, alright, but that's okay. If they can kill the SC, that's nice. I would actually be going for salvages instead, but it's like, he'll take this instead. Smoke's ready here. Ooh, didn't use it. Yeah, you really have to be smoking those things out, keep those units alive. And Just Carrier, of course, he's expanding while he attacks, that's what you like to see. So he'll be on 3 base in just a moment. Ooh, nice smokes there on the carrier as well, man, just to find that angle where you can still shoot at these salvagers here. Again, no counter smokes being fired by SickIGN, so that's going to be 2 salvager kills as well. And it looks like things have cleared up for now, but that was a lot of damage that Just Carrier was able to do. Like I said, this punish is real when you try to be a bit too greedy on these AAV openers. See about the counterattack though, this is 8 AAVs for SickIGN. He does have armor 3 as Just Carrier is teching it, so this is a pretty formidable army as well. See if he can do some damage in return and try and even this up. In fact, I might not have even built these 2 RU salves, but I catch that no fun is in there, but I don't quite understand what chicken R means. Anyway, Defender's advantage is pretty real as well, you should note, because of course the Sub-1 carrier is doing Sunder with its shots there. Alright, there we go. But yeah, it looks like Just Carrier just really does have the requisite defense, and SickIGN has to back out. It's 2 base versus 3 now, and he's not even totally fluent on these yet. Yeah, he is, like, what's up with that, huh? So you can see, Just Carrier had the units lost advantage before, then he traded that for the eco advantage. It's gonna feel really good. What is the music? This is just in-game, man. I don't know. I've never heard this one in a multiplayer game before. I recognize it from the campaign. The gift that keeps on giving. We do have BC Feb starting here for Just Carrier. You'll love to see it. Should go without saying that battle cruisers will beat AAVs, so whether they're Coalition or Sub-1. I don't think they're bone here. Oh, maybe they are. Yeah. Anyway, SickIGN does have the powerful blob in mid here, but he's letting his opponent get past him again. So that's unfortunate. And again, with the defender's advantage, perhaps Just Carrier can stem this, where it's like, 3 to 8 as opposed to 6 to 0. Oh, Cape Wrath. So yeah, not really much to talk about on that side of the map. Let's see what happens over here, though. SickIGN wisely gonna attack where the carrier isn't, but we can see the counter smokes coming down now. Just Carrier even has a little bit of high ground here. Smoke's used to try and stop the AVs from shooting the AVs, if you get what I'm saying there. Just Carrier needs to smoke the base again. If you will. Very well played, very well played. See, this is what SickIGN needed to be doing during the last time that, he was getting attacked by the AVs, right? Those counter smokes make all the difference. Indeed, so much of a difference. It looks like SickIGN is just going to surrender here. I noticed his second base evacuated over here, but it had just gotten caught as well, so that's not going to be nice. And there you go. Game 1's going to go to Just Carrier. A little bit of an easy one, I'd say, for him. Nothing super unusual there. Hot AAV on AAV action, yes. The hottest. And it looks like it'll be SVS for the next one again. Yeah, well, you know, because you're such a favorite in this matchup, I kind of want to see you do something stupid. See, I've heard this music before. Space to retire. Aww. Drinking on the job, yeah, it's true, man. It's true. Not sure what SickIGN is going for though. I mean, this probably is SC first again. Oh yeah, it is. Okay. Just he had sort of an interesting distribution of salves there. Perhaps that's the way to do it, because he is actually faster than Just Carrier. All right. Make some games more bearable. Alcohol throwers. LAV Fab for SickIGN, same for Just Carrier. Carrier, however, has the rotated the wrong way here, where actually the back end is facing toward the second. So I don't know what, maybe he's just gonna have the SC go over there, but I generally think that's a bad idea. Yeah, that's the play. I do this on like Torrent Crater, let's say, but on this map, you know, I like to just bring the carrier over there. Looks like SickIGN is doing. I thought I was your favorite. Now you slander me so? Truly? Is this truly the way? It's gonna be AVs for Just Carrier. SickIGN going for rails, alright. He's typically a fan of this. I often criticize this salvager here as being extra if it mines RUs, but with rails, you know, you might be able to... Excuse me, you might be able to get away with that. How much are you casting today? Well, we'll probably do 4 or 5 series. This is SickIGN versus Just Carrier, since you're just joining us. Scoreline's 1-0 for Just Carrier. Do I look like I need your consent, Carrier? Do I really? Anyway, the thing with LAV rails is that railguns are very, very fragile. If there happens to be air, you're really in trouble, although in this case, fortunately for him, Just Carrier is not going for that. But they can fight AVs pretty well, so, you know, we'll see. And this is probably an adaptation to the last game, just saying, okay, look, you murdered me with AVs, let's try and stop that from happening again. Violence happens. Production upgrade is done for Just Carrier. SickIGN is teching that right now. The railgun's gonna get revealed, or Carrier could see the tech. I mean, either one. But hey, at least he's actually building them. Often we see people go for railguns first, and then they just like don't build any. It's like, why did you have the tech then? I don't know. I'm happy to see him build them, is what I'm saying. But yeah, we shall see. Looks like it is going to be mostly just LAV spam here for Just Carriers, transitioning away from the AVs, which I think is what you ought to do here. Obviously, AV is going to be answered pretty well by the railguns. And SickIGN doesn't have any LAVs to speak of at all, so you really need to be careful about this. Assault Pack is teching as well already. And it's just water, by the way. Cows don't drink tea. Come on. Yeah, he's just making more railguns, but all he's seen so far is LAVs. Like, he doesn't even know that AAVs are out on the field. Like, for all he knows, it's just nothing but LAVs. Maybe even air is coming. He doesn't have any LAVs of his own. It's curious. He's getting Mag Excel. Yeah, you really don't want to do that. You really don't want to do that. Because Mag Excel is a very good upgrade for the railguns, but only when they're, you know, attacking the targets that they're meant to attack. Right? It's not going to help you very much against LAVs. Well, let's see what happens. AV is just doing a bit of harassing here. Just going to want to smoke out those rails that are going to just absolutely massacre it. A bit too slow in the smoke. But see, I don't think it really matters. There's only one AAV out. It's not really going to be any more built, I would assume. And just carriers killing salvos over on this side. There really is just no answer to it, right? The railguns can't do anything without this. And SickIGN is just building more rails? Like, what is he doing? Does he not see the LAVs? Like, and look, they're getting upgrades too. He should be able to see that. If you just click on them, you can tell when upgrades are being teched. What's going on here, man? This is highly unusual. Well, now the LAVs are killing salvos on the second base. And it's not like the railguns can do much, but just watch them. This is double plus ungood, as they would say. It's a lot of railguns, but I mean, I think that's just targets, really. It's not really an answer to what he's facing here. He's gonna tech AVs now, you know. AVs can answer LAVs pretty nicely, I suppose. Theoretically. It's a bit late, but, you know. Better late than never, I guess. It's gonna be fighter and gunship here. Yeah, the spawn carrier did hit something. So he's got that going. Yeah, it's true. He's dropping down a bunch of ALMs here to try and get some defense. It'd be good to power them up, though. Looks like he's gonna do that now. As I chomp on some ice. Very good. Very good. I mean, just relying on them as the only military unit you've got that can answer your opponent's entire army is bad in general. Carrier kill with LAVs? Could it be? They're actually doing, like, some damage to it, which is funny. This is the target he wants, of course. Gonna boost in toward the railguns now. It's still armor 0, so these things are just gonna get shredded. I don't even know if we want to check the units lost tab, but it's gonna get worse before it gets better. Oh my gosh. And that's GG. What the heck, man? Now, even for SickIGN, that was bad. Oh my gosh. Was that rude? Nah, I don't care. He deserved it. Well, thanks for watching this short series. We'll move on to the next one. Just try and forget that this ever happened.